Scotland is legit like a cool place with sick people. I don't know if you guys have done shows there, but there's this infamous story where like this jihadist set himself on fire.
He got Larry.
Yeah, he got Larry.
He got a little too Larry.
What would it be in Scotland? I don't even know what they would say, but like
A Muslim is gone absolutely daffy.
They don't speak English there.
They're like, what you fucking mean? Do you know what I mean? So like, this guy came over and he fucking set himself on fire. And basically what happened was a luggage handler had seen this jihadist who had set himself on fire and was driving into the airport and ran over to him and knocked him out whilst he was on fire. And then like gave an interview in broad Scottish being like, I had seen this fucking daft cunt that came over and was like on fire or some shit. So I just fucking put one on him. It's absolutely amazing. Like dude, Scotland is crazy.
Yeah, Shane told me, he's like,
it's not English. They actually have like a Wikipedia that's in Scots. You can go to you can pull
it's like a patois.
I didn't even know Scots. I knew obviously Gaelic and like because I live quite close to Wales and literally
there's Scottish Gaelic, but Scots is its own language that's just fucking like retard English.
Yeah,
well, no, it's like welcome to the Wikipedia.
Oh God,
everything's just spelled wrong. It's just illiterate.
Welcome to the Wikipedia.
Scots Wikipedia. Scots Wikipedia.
It's
a Scots language version of Wikipedia. Oh, this is the Wikipedia page for.
It's just like medieval speak.
No, here we go. This is it.
Is this for people who like meet up and like dress up as like...
The Reed Road was a Husan scheme into Balornock and Balberg.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Bigot in the mid-late 1960s, the Reed Road was bigot with steel and asbestos. Sax Tours was happy with...
No, but there's not a person that can't read English that can read that. Who's that for?
It's for Scottish people.
Have you ever like people...
It's like phonetic. It's like fucking hooked on phonics.
Yeah. Have you ever seen like a Scottish Twitter when like people...
Yeah, when people talk in Scottish, it's pretty funny.
They are hilarious.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
Yeah, Shane was telling me, he's like, dude, in the fucking Scotland in like the north, like because he did a full UK tour. He's like, it's just everyone's me.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so true.
He's like, I fucking love those guys.
It's a land of Shane Gillis's.
Yeah. So anyway, so I was like, we should watch the video for Liberian Girl because...
Which is a masterpiece.
First of all, you have to make that video.
Yeah.
So the video is that it's like every celebrity of that day at a film set, and they're like, "Where's Michael?" And like Michael hasn't shown up, and like Michael asked all these, but Steven Spielberg's there, Dan Aykroyd's there, like all these like random
funny people as well, like Danny Glover.
Yeah,
and shit
Danny
like that.
Glover's
like,
there,
it's like really
and everyone's like,
specific to the time.
And
where's Michael?
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
it is, and they don't play the song because so the song doesn't
is
get
playing
played
at like half volume.
And it'll be like Woody Harrelson and Danny Glover being like, "Where's Michael?" And
they're like, "He called you too," and they're like, and so everyone's waiting for Michael, and they're playing the song at like half volume, and then at the end, Michael comes down on a crane, and he has the camera. And he's like, "All right, everybody, it's a wrap." And like you realize Michael's been directing it the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's like very high concept. And Matty, you want to do a video where it's all like the most shit British celebrities.
Yeah.
Like waiting for you. They're like, "Where's
Matty?" I'm
Matty?
gonna remake it with like Love Island contestants and like
that'd be amazing.
Like,
you got to
do
the
shittiest people.
You got to make it. It has to be directed by Nick and me.
Yeah, it'll be so good.
Who those two British like TikTok ladies are like addicted to Botox? And they're like
the porn star ones.
Yeah.
They're called like the cock destroyers or something.
Yeah.
And they just look like they're terrifying. Yeah. They're just like, "I just love to sock and fuck," and you're like, "Whoa!"
They're the horny.
You're like, "Nah, I'm good." One of them follows me on Instagram.
They're
really?
like the aunts from
you
James and the Giant Peach.
I DM'd Ice Spice.
Did you?
And there's a couple of shit like I try not to like DM because it's like it's not a good move, right? You want to be like cool, so you want to like
send a telegram.
Yeah, exactly,
telegram.
like a raven or like
fly over their house in a hot air balloon and expose your penis to them.
Yeah. Well, something like that, especially not just like a Julian Casablancas-esque DM. So
that DM is the best.
It's the best. Have you ever read that out?
I don't know if we've read it on the show, but Mac
that
man
man
showed it to us.
A fucking fedora.
Yeah,
like,
Julian. Let's read it out.
We have to read
now.
that.
It's
the for the
It's
reference.
not even a fedora. Get him a fucking a bag of candy in a van.
Yeah, I mean
beyond
it's beyond widowerly kind of levels of
Hello, fellow human traveler.
Yeah, you know it. You must know it.
What is it? Oh yeah, he says.
But I mean, I bet you know
he
it.
said,
verbatim.
"How?"
That's what your brain's
I
like.
He says-
memorized.
He DMs this girl. He says, "Howdy, IG showed me pictures of you, even though I try to focus on art and human-like animals and people fighting."
What the fuck are human-like
I
animals?
don't
You
know.
mean monkeys?
Yeah,
you fucking
he doesn't
retard?
fucking know what he's talking about.
Human-like animals?
So I thought
Furry
I'd say a
porn? He's just
respectful.
watching.
So I thought I'd say a respectful platonic hello, psychic pal. Parentheses maybe, and then new line the end, and then a salute emoji, and it says returning to self-imposed solitude.
Dude,
That guy,
he was the coolest guy in the world.
when I was 15, I was like, that is the coolest kind of guy you could be.
When you become a guy that just wants to get pussy, though, it's just so sad. Like when you go from a guy who like gets pussy, and then you get used to it, and then it dries up, and you like continue to try and find it. Like,
Yeah.
it's so not a good vibe. But anyway, no, Ice Spice. You know who that is?
Nick doesn't know who it is.
She's like
One
a
of
new-
the Spice Girls.
Yes, that's
she's
right.
like this rapper.
she's the
girl
rapper
that
from the
has
Spice
one-
Girls.
Inuit Spice Girl. Just this chubby Chinese lady. Yeah, I rap music. Do they talk like that? Do Inuits talk like that?
They don't talk with a Chinese
They
accent.
talk like a more Hawaiian style.
yeah, more
Yeah,
Hawaiian.
yeah.
Welcome to Hawaii.
Yeah. Locals only.
Locals only.
Coconut. You know, something.
Yeah, that's what Ice Spice is like.
Uh-huh.
She's a very attractive woman
Yeah.
that released one song, and basically
So
everyone
you
was
slide
like,
in your DMs, you're like,
Yeah.
so what are you, a fucking Eskimo or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, that's what I was like. You fucking dumb.
Yeah. Anyways, returning
I didn't
to
go to the
self-imposed
Nick,
solitude.
the Nick school of fucking dating girls, which is like a meet cute. My
Yeah.
favorite Nick story where Nick's in a fucking coffee shop or whatever, and this girl like drops her lid or something in front of
Oh, yeah.
Nick of
I
all the
was at
people.
a train
A
station.
train station drops the lid in front of Nick, and she like goes to get it. It's like a meet cute. She looks up at him. Is like, "Oh, is this okay?" It's like, "This is cute. It's a perfect opportunity for you to be charming." And you're like, "I mean, nothing matters. I'm gonna fucking kill myself." It's
I
like,
didn't
bro,
say that. I was like, who gives a shit?
there you go.
So I was like,
Same
and
thing.
then she kind of looks side eyed, and I was like, who gives a fucking shit about anything?
Yeah, exactly.
and then she walks away.
Like,
And you're
really
like, God
cute.
damn it!
Really cute girl.
No, I didn't even really think. I didn't think about it until after the fact.
Yeah,
I
after
know,
the
I
fact,
know you
were
did.
saying, yeah.
I know you didn't.
Wait, what did you say to Ice Spice before we get back to the
Well, there's just like a
to
couple of
the
girls.
epic the epic
I was
conclusion?
thinking about how I went into that same exact train station a week prior, maybe it was a month prior, and somebody had just killed themselves in front of the train, and then they took hours. The train was shut down for hours so they could clean it up, and then I went in after they cleaned it up, and there's just fucking like. Basically, kitty litter where the body was
No.
dragged. Yeah, so this giant
That's what the
stain of-
city does.
Oh
just
my
human
God.
entrails. They just
Wow.
just fucking like down the track. They're like dust off their hand, good to go. Just some Department of Sanitation guy, like, yeah, we cleaned up a fucking body down in front of Welby.
Oh
To pick up some
Jesus.
kitty litter because some fucking moron fucking was too sad.
Jesus, a woman shot herself on the train next to me once, and it was like so fucking.
She's like, oh,
traumatizing.
excuse me.
She's like, oh, sorry.
Oops.
Oops.
That sounds like a meat
She's
cute.
just raising in her seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally just floating above it. No, she was really traumatized. She was wearing like a white dress, and she'd obviously like got
Yeah.
food poisoning quite quickly. She had like explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, and then you guys went and bought diapers together.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know, there's something.
There's
maybe we
something
can hang
weird
out again.
about her.
Maybe after you take a shower, we can hang out again.
No, but what I was saying, what was I saying about
Ice Spice.
Ice Spice? Yeah, I lost my cool with that one. Doja Cat sent her a DM once when I was like drunk or something. I think it was with you.
She likes like Sam Hyde and stuff.
Oh really? Yeah,
Yeah.
like Doja Cat used to like go into like
She's-
4chan and get like racially abused and shit
she
like that.
stole
Like,
my she stole my chainmail look. She stole that from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't actually. I saw that on you before her.
She stole it.
That really worked with the beard though. When you had the full, that was so. That was kind of badass.
How come we don't hear about this kind of cultural appropriation?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's true. No, apparently she's people got mad. She used to show her titties to 4chan.
To racists. Yeah, that was like her thing. She's like goad racist. I think she's kind of like, what's the word? Like based. She's like very internet.
Yeah, she's
like-
one of those.
But Ice Spice, no reply. Doja Cat, no reply.
Apparently Drake flew out Ice Spice and then
Mm.
flew her back and unfollowed her.
That's so sick.
It's really sick.
It's so sick. Drake is fucking hilarious. Like the guy's like 38 years old or something. Like, and he's kind of just running around, just like, you know.
That's our age.
He get-
What-
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I know, but
Word
He's
at
still
it.
posting
But we're not-
selfies
but-
smoking hookah.
that's what I mean. We don't do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What, fly out dough? I don't have that opportunity.
No, it's
to
not the
fly.
flying out thing. It's the whole kind of like holding on to being like 21 years old as an aesthetic.
That's my
Like,
entire life.
I don't know how you age into
no,
that.
I continue doing that.
Yeah, same.
I got PlayStation 5. I've just been playing BioShock again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
To
got
feel
Bioshock
something.
PS5. They like redo. Did
No,
they redo
they
it?
didn't redo it. It's the old game from 20 years ago.
It's a great game though. Isn't that
So-
based on like Ayn Rand or something?
It is, yeah.
That's quite cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's what got Nick into reading.
Well, Ayn Rand or Bioshock?
Ayn Rand.
Really?
Adam's making a joke, but Adam's the one that actually doesn't read.
No, I'm reading right now,
No,
dude.
he's
What are you
not.
reading?
All the King's Men.
You're listening to it on audiobook.
That's a reading.
No, you're
That's
not.
reading.
And when you move your car twice a week to not get tickets, you listen to 30 seconds. It cuts off halfway through a word, and he's like, "I'm reading."
I've read 7 hours.
Yeah.
You
Anyway.
listen to what's All the King's Men?
It's
It's basically about
Robert
Huey
Penn
Long.
Lord.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's about this Southern politician, like this populist
I
politician.
don't
Adam's
care. I
Book
don't care.
Corner. No, it's good.
Oh,
It's
it is
really
good. Is it
good.
American though?
It's
Is
a
it? Do you have to
great-
be
It's
American
it's
to like?
American, yeah.
like
No,
it?
but no, I think it's told from the perspective of this guy he's a journalist, and then he started working for him, and then
It's got a
basically-
real slick style to it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
the
it's cool.
language itself makes it worth reading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try that. out.
Anyway, so we're like, oh, we should play that music video, and then all those birds,
They start dancing, right?
they started
In my
dancing. They started doing
house.
sexy dancing, and I was like, wow, this is
erotic.
erotic. And then so then we're like, oh, we got to go. Maddie's got a tour tomorrow.
Which
And
I
then
did.
we're like waiting for the Uber, like outside, and then the girl Olive, Maya's friend. Coincidentally, she played my assistant in the episode where I was of the Adam Friedland show, where I was trying to find where I thought Nick died.
Oh, with the cold open.
yeah.
Okay, that's right.
She played my NYU intern. That girl. Anyway, so she's like, oh, my heavens, oh goodness. She was like, I forgot my water bottle in there. So she went back in, and Matty, like on his phone and then on his like 77-inch OLED, just got Ghetto Gaggers blaring. 30 seconds after the hang, just going, just hardcore pornography.
I heard that story, and the only part that bothered me was airplane.
Well, that's
pornography
what
to
you
TV.
text me immediately, being like, I just need the info on this story. Like, why on earth? Like, why? How psychopathic do you have to be to like airplay porn to your like TV?
I remember when porn on the phone became a thing, and everybody's like, "Oh, this is weird," and it's like, no, that's what I always wanted to be. I want to be hunched over.
Yeah.
Get the phone jammed in my face.
Yeah.
You know, jacking off on my own face.
Uh-huh.
edging for like 2 days.
Yeah, crumpled up.
Well, you've been doing porn on the Apple Watch.
Yeah. I have
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real?
No.
That would be so sick.
Yeah. While
But
jogging.
it's just like images.
This is how James Bond jacks off.
That'd be a great Apple Watch. It's just fucking just a yoga class filled with fat black women, and then one guy just on his phone, or one guy jacking off, and people are like, "Are you jacking off to us?" And they're pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, there's women of size on my watch, Apple Watch," and then they say, "Yeah, you're fired from Apple.
You're fired.
for coming up with that idea."
Well, I was there. It wasn't just it was the combination of the fact that it was, well, you're not exaggerating, it was 30 seconds. Like, you guys were still waiting outside. She came back in. I was already flustered. Like, I was like dressed as guy who is jacking off. So I had like untucked shirt. And like you said, I think it literally was like Ghetto Gaggers was on the TV. It's just somebody just getting like brutalized. And it wasn't like some cool, sceney New York art girl who was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter." Like, it was Little Olive who came in. She was like, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah,
I just
she like
meant- get my
Britishly apologized.
And it's just like, and I'm like, it's fine, it's okay. And I just,
Well, I mean,
10 minutes would have been fine, but 30 seconds was like,
Yeah.
that was kind of almost, I was worried that that was like offensive.
I think when you're a guy living alone, the order of operations is before you go to sleep, you just have to jack.
Well, it was
it's
you asked me, you
it's
were like,
jack off, go to sleep.
you said
dude,
to
right?
me,
I got a story. I lived with a guy, and fucking, I had to work in the morning at like 6 a.m. Hold on a second. I had to work in the morning at 6 a.m., so I went to sleep at like fucking, I don't know, 9. And he had brought this girl over like on a date. He was a big fat guy. And he brought a girl over on a date, and then, you know, they watched a movie, made dinner, and I guess he struck out. She didn't want to hook up, but she was too, like, drunk to go home, so she just slept on the couch. And so he, like, passive-aggressively went into his room and started blasting fucking pornography. Like, in this kind of, like, well,
so
maybe
sick.
she'll hear it and want to... And I'm, like, trying to go to sleep. It's 3 a.m. It's just... Yeah, just machine gun fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Anyways, today's episode of the Adam Friedland Show is brought to you by MyBookie.